Why am I making the coverings for Bonnie's head? It's going to be a big mask. Let me grab him. There he is. Yeah, I'm just cutting the pieces to cover his face with. I'll just leave him up there. This bit's for his forehead. Yeah, I did just mark out a load of pieces and I'd forgot to flip my template, so I've got to do them all again. Oh well. Win some, lose some. And what's the other one? It is what it is. But it shouldn't take too long to redo. So that's the piece that goes about there. I do have to shave it down. It's a bit long. And the other piece I cut out, that's for his cheek on his left, so that'll be that side. He's far too hairy. Oh my goodness. Go up there, Bonnie. This piece is for the back of his head. That's really big. Sorry for my sighing, it's very hot in the garage today. I think it must be in like the 90s. Oops. So this is the big back piece. And that will go right there. I can't see. Looks like he has a mohawk. Yeah, but a lot of work to be doing on his head. So it'll probably take me a few weeks to get it all sewn up and put onto his face. But no rush, I'm not in a rush. We don't rush crafting, otherwise it becomes like not fun anymore. So I don't really have a deadline. I was originally going to make him for Halloween this year, but I think I don't think I'll quite have enough time. So probably Halloween next year. I'll just do a mini cosplay this year. And then I was going to take his finished head, like just his head, to the cinema to see the FNAF 2 movie. He may need his own seat though, because he's so huge. So I just hope there's a spare seat next to me. Hi. And I've been seeing more of the comments that Bonnie's blue. Yes, he is blue. Scott says he's blue. But I think Scott's mistake was in the first FNAF game, he picked like a colour kind of like indigo, which can be in the dark. It can be interpreted as purple or blue. So I think that's why all the merch for the first game ended up purple. But then they still make purple Bonnies to this day, so I say it's purple. Oh, there's another big bit. What we got left? Oh, I've cut them all. Just gonna get the shavers out. I'll trim some of it down. I'm gonna move his head though, otherwise all the fur is gonna do that and stick to his face. Ugh. Which way is that? Down. Oh, sorry, I'll keep my camera. So when I do the shaving, I basically just take off the very long top layer and then I'll sew it all together. And then once it's on his face and all glued on and everything in its final position, I'll finish trimming it then. I'm just trimming most of it off now to make it more manageable. Hi. Hi, everybody. And then I just cut these extra bits off the ends because we don't need them. They'll just get in the way of the sewing. I'll just turn it over and do any extra I've missed off the front. Okay, that's one bit trimmed. Let's do the rest. Yeah, I would have had a lot more to do, but like I said, I marked some of them out wrong. I forgot to flip the template, so I've got to mark them out again, but oh well. Let's do this big one. Oh. Thank you so much. Oh, what kind of projects are you going to do with your granddaughter? I always really like it when people tell me they're making their own projects and what they're doing. Thank you. I'm still a bit shy. If I get too shy, I go quiet for a little bit. Sometimes I run out of things to say. I'm practicing. Ugh. Oh, don't worry about typos. I make plenty of typos myself. And then I also have the problem with autocorrect. Autocorrects a word to something that I didn't want to write, and then it just looks ridiculous. Like, oh no. Oh, building a mascot. Oh, I love building mascots. I always think of Bonnie as a mascot. It's like a mascot suit with a big head. I've never made a body before, so that should be fun. I'm slowly planning the body in my head. I never tend to write plans down. I just do everything as I'm doing it, which sometimes can be good and sometimes not so good. Oh my goodness, this bit's so big. There's a big piece. Back of his head. Okay, this bit's for his forehead. And I have been told that my channel's nearly on, I think it's 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much. It's really good. But it's kind of scary at the same time because now I'm like, oh no, everybody's looking at me. But I'll get over it. I just won't look how many people there is too much. Like when I'm live streaming, I never look how many people there is. So for all I know right now, I could be talking to myself. I think I need to sharpen my scissors. Forehead piece. Yeah, there are some really weird shapes, and then at the end they all come together. Unless you cut them the wrong way around like I did earlier. Then they won't come together. Oh, just taking a water break with Freddie. Oh. Okay, this is the last piece that I cut correctly. So all the others I've got to do them again, but that's okay. I think what I'll do is after I've put this one is just do a bit of sewing. Let me just move this camera up a bit. The problem is when it's hot is my camera starts to droop down. It's a menace. Hi. Oh, there it goes. It's not helping me. Oh dear. We're having a malfunction. Okay, hopefully it stays up. But at the minute I'm just buying supplies for Bonnie, so I don't really want to be buying new camera stands and things. I think the one I used was like the bendy $13 ones off Amazon, so it's not the best. I guess it could be worse. Fair. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put my mask on. I usually wear a mask when I do this. Oh my goodness. I have lungs full of fur. will be very bad. Always when you're shaving, always use a mask. I forgot today. I shan't forget again. If you don't hear from me, you know what happened to me. I was clogged with fur. Oh, thank you. How do they? How am I doing? I'm very hot and very sweaty, but not too bad. Slightly frustrated because, like I said, I cut some and I marked some of the templates up, but usually I flip them and I forgot to flip them, so now I've got to mark them all over again. But at least I didn't cut them all out, so I didn't waste any fur. So there's all the pieces I marked the right way round. Where's my... do some sewing. Okay. So what I'll do next on the pattern pieces is sew all these, what I call notches, together. And that's what gives the fabric the shape of the head, the mascot head. Some of them have some of them don't. Like, for example, this piece doesn't have any. This piece just has the two. But then if you go on to like the cheek piece, that has a lot. But you will get nice rounded shapes if you do them all. Yeah, you could use them for stuffing something. I think once I stuffed, I used them to stuff a pillow once. I think once I made like a fluffy cat tail and I stuffed some of those with it too. So yeah, you could reuse it as stuffing. I would say pack it really tight though, because after a while it does go quite flat. The fur, I got the fur from a company called Big Z Fabrics in California. I usually use them for most of my fabrics that I use. That's probably, the fabric's probably the most expensive part of the costume, because I think I spent around $80 for a whole yard. Hopefully I don't need too many more of those. And then the roll of foam, the upholstery foam that's 1 inch that his head's made from, I get that from Amazon. And that's about $20 a roll. But I think I've only used one roll so far, so that's not too bad. I think when I start his body, I'll just be starting to use the next roll. So I'll show you what this notch looks like when I've stitched it, because I know a lot of you struggle with the covering of the foam and you tend to get wrinkles in your fabric sometimes. If you do this tape method, you don't end up with any wrinkles. It's really good and it's not too hard. The hardest part for me is keeping track of all the different pieces. So what I usually do is I cover it in tape, mark it all up, and then I'll take photographs of it so I can remember where the pieces go. Oops. That's that one. Oh, hi again. Do you know what? I'm not sure, because what I tend to do is I hum and I don't really know what I'm humming. It's just a force of habit. I'm sure it's a FNAF song. If I remember what it is, I'll let you know. Oh, I think it's below the surface. Okay, so there's that one. And then if you look, that side's flat and that side is curved. Oh, hi. I remember you from the Mangaliers stream too. Oh, I'm making the covers for Bonnie's face. So, this is Bonnie. Well, part of him. I've covered his lower jaw and his ears. Okay, so this is his lower jaw. And then these are his giant ears. There we go. They're a bit covered in fluff. Thank you. Oh, you have cats too. I have a lot of cats. The little kittens are getting bigger every day, and they've just started to open their eyes, and there's 6 of them. I'm intending on rehoming them all because I already have 3 house cats. Thank you. Yeah, I think when I started this project, I don't think I quite realised how much it was going to take, how long. I thought, oh, I'll be doing it done in a few weeks. No, I was very optimistic. Oh, Freddie. Yeah. There's Freddie. He was my second head that I've made. Some people find his eyes really weird. He has really wonky teeth too. I don't know why this one collapsed. Poor Freddie, he needs a dentist. Yeah, Freddie does light up, but I've not actually got him plugged in at the moment because I'm using all the sockets for something else. I'll have to try and plug him in next time. Oh, making cosplays. Oh my goodness. I make a lot of ears, tails, and paws before. I've done like mini cosplays where I'll just like put a wig on and put some ears on and dress up as like Foxy. I think I did Foxy last Halloween. And then this one will be my first full-bodied suit. But I have been doing cosplay on and off for a long time. I really want to finish him and take him to a convention. I think that'd be really fun. I don't get too shy then, you see, because then I'm in my suit and nobody can see me. They just see a giant fluffy rabbit. Oh, I snapped my cotton. Finished anyway. Okay, I'll cut this off. When I cut the notches out, I have to be really careful not to cut stitches, because sometimes you'll cut stitches and you'll just have to sew it back together again. Okay, that's that bit. It's all curving in. Let me see if I can put it on Bonnie so you can see. There he is. So this is the top head back. So it'll be over here. That's this piece. So now you can see, instead of it sticking up here where it's flat, it's now curved. So it fits really nice to the foam. And that bit will just curl underneath. And I'll do that bit when I stitch the rest of it together. Okay, I've been streaming for about half an hour, so I think I'm going to let you all go now. And I'll carry on doing this, and I think I'll get my fan. I've not got my fan on because it's far too loud for the live stream. But thank you for all coming. Bye.